1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my venture. I am your host, JJR, Joshua Jesus motherfucking Rosario, coming to you from Mother Earth with a proper shout out to Father Time. What's up, man? Shout out to you. First and foremost, I am an entertainer. Everything I say is entertainment. Don't take anything seriously. Next, make sure that you're an adult, because this business is for adults only. And finally, don't break the laws of the land that you're in. Whichever country you're tuning in from, keep those laws. If you can do that, we can get along. 1, 2, eyes on you. Welcome to the Rosario Business Report. Today's episode is called Nothing to Prove. Nothing to prove, nothing to prove. Because people always show a perception that everyone else needs to prove something. That we need to prove who we are. We have to prove what we do. We have to prove what we know. We have to prove how we act. And we have to prove pretty much everything. We have to prove. Proof. Everybody needs proof. I am here to completely place on the table that I have, I, Joshua Jesus motherfucking Rosario, has nothing to prove. Nothing. Absolutely nothing to prove. What do I have? I have a sense of self, of who I am as a human being and a good person. Right? What keeps me human? What I look like. That's already been proven. A good person. That goes for the fact that I haven't been caught for anything that I've done that is bad. So, therefore, I am good. Perception. Perception is reality, quote unquote. But we have nothing to prove to friends. We have nothing to prove to family. We have nothing to prove to acquaintances. We have nothing to prove to strangers. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right? Now, with that, right, we have those who consistently need proof, because then there is no trust. Therefore, no loyalty. As a human being and a good person, do I need trust? Do I need loyalty? If accounted for, taking accountability, no. Fuck your trust. I trust myself. Fuck your loyalty. I am loyal to myself. And fuck the proof. What the fuck do I have to prove other than nothing? What advice can you give me for life that I haven't gotten from my family? Right? I have nothing to prove my family yet. Who I am as a person has inevitably shown that I have bettered myself. Right? So to a stranger, an acquaintance, someone who is solid within my character thus far, consistently needs proof. But you'll never get proof if all you're getting is presence and my ability to play stupid, which I love playing. Why? Because my father, growing up, told me, let me know some advice to play stupid. Stress is a killer, which is true. People will always act like they are more knowledgeable, always, that their experience of life is more knowledgeable. So therefore, I play stupid. I'm like, okay, I don't know anything. Excuse me. It's my nipple. Like, I don't know anything. Right? And it's very, very confusing to the consistency. Because I do live by a code. Right? I do uphold a sense of warriorship. I do. And with that code comes self-respect, a sense of honor for the self. Now, there are those who think it's okay to disrespect that code and smile with it. They're okay with living that they are disrespecting someone else's character. They're okay with it. They're okay with disrespecting their own character, right? Now, not to place hypocrisy here, is playing stupid disrespecting my character. Now, it depends on what level of character I am trying to uphold, right? Like, if I play stupid, how stupid am I? Am I stupid to the point to check the person immediately? Right? Or am I stupid enough not to check the person immediately? To just hold on to it until my character adjusts with the circumstances within that disrespect. See, if all I give is presence, if all I give is appearance, if all I am giving is advice, and that ability, that capability, is being seen as subpar, right? Not enough, right? It's okay. Because in the beginning, it's what the others wanted. Why give when others aren't taking, right? Yet, the presence of the moment needs entertaining, right? Yet, none of it should be taken seriously, right? None of it. So I'm thinking here as an adult. I'm thinking here with the circumstances of the land, right? So as an adult, right, as someone to be taken as an entertaining substance for the moment, yet obeying those boundaries within that land, right? It should be implied that nothing should be proven. Nothing's necessary to be proven. Nothing to prove, right? Yet, there's always a give and take of subjects, right? My subject on self-discipline is a lot higher than those who are subjected to other people, right? Other people meaning, let's say, the lack of self-discipline. More on other people other than the ideas. They're more focused on other people than the ideas. right? They want to be entertained, they want to laugh, they want to smile, they want to have a good time, right? Yet, they don't earn it. I don't think you've earned it. What is to be earned? What does it mean to earn something? It's proof. It's proof to show, right? But who am I to say that you haven't earned it? Because you have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove. They have nothing to prove. Then why do people need proof? Why do us as people need proof? Now, let's go towards relationships. Relationships including all types of friendships on a table. We need proof of positivity. How positive are we as people? We need proof of fitness. How fit are we as people? We need proof of hygiene. How clean are we as people? We need a proof of nutrition. What kind of substance do we consume to be that person, maybe a better person? And what kind of rest do we get? Right? Are we just restless people? How restless are we as people? And do we, unfortunately, unconsciously, want to prove? Do we always want to prove? We have to prove how much muscle we have. We have to prove what kind of brain we have. What kind of communication do we need to contribute? Right? What's the contribution? Right? If I'm surrounded by people who don't have anything that I'm looking for, you have nothing that I'm looking for. Nothing. Right? I'm aware of some similarities, yet it's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for similarities. I'm looking for a higher ground. I am seeking higher ground. So if I'm not looking at anything from you, I'm not looking at anything from you, I'm not looking for anything from you or you, I'm not looking for anything. Yet if I do see something worth receiving, do I have to prove to you that I am worth the lesson of that moment? Does that make sense? Am I coachable? Am I teachable to those I am worth, that are worth the advice, that are worth the experience that they have had? Yet for those who don't have anything I want, why will my communication be anything but? Right? You have nothing that I want. Right? I don't have anything that you want. Therefore, I have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. Unless we as people want to receive proof. So we need proof if we want to give it and if we want to learn from it. Right? Nothing to prove. See, this is where my communication is. My communication isn't there with people. I don't give a fuck about my communication with people there. It's going to be very difficult for me to do that. Why? I'm an introvert. Out loud. So whenever I speak, it's just not as fruitful, not as entertaining, right? I'm better at one-liners than I am a give and take. Yet I do love communication. I do. I love it because I want to get better at it. But the line, right? The line between maturity and immaturity and giving and taking and proving and needing proof, it's a small, fine line. And that fine line is to be taken wholeheartedly. It shouldn't be disrespected. Ever. If you walk into a room and you ask about disrespect, you are disrespectful. Respect should always be implied. If you walk into a room and think it's okay to think about disrespect, right? Then we are not upholding respect. See, I walk into a room personally and I uphold self-respect. Right? I respect you, namaste. I honor the universe and you, right? So, entertainingly enough, if that idea is disrespected, how do we respond? Right? Someone who is perceived, right? Because that's how people are. People take their minds, their monkey mind, and they put all their beliefs into it, right? Their monkey mind and their perception are having a love affair. There's a love affair between the monkey mind and the perception, between the imagination and the perception. And imagination and perception have this thing called reality. So, when your perception and your imagination are placing reality as the fine line, let's make that fine line reality, and on each side is perception and imagination, and you're walking that fine line, and you dip towards imagination and you dip towards perception, yet you're still on that line of reality. You're still distorting how you put one foot in front of the other. Now, I wonder, how do I perfectly balance my imagination and my perception for reality? Because if my intention is to be an adult, yet entertaining, and self-respectable of the land. Respecting the land for myself. Yet I want to keep that maturity. I guess I would have to prove nothing to the immaturity. I would have to prove nothing to the reality, because that whole saying, it is what it is. Is it? Is it? See, disrespecting one's character is not entertaining. Disrespecting your own word is not entertaining. So if you're no longer entertaining, it has to be taken seriously. It's no longer entertaining. Because not only did you disrespect your own word, you disrespected my perception of your reality, therefore disrespecting my self-respect, therefore placing entertainment aside and placing the idea of being an adult stricter. And those laws become shakeable, unfortunately. Right? This is making sense to me. Right? Because again, nothing to prove. So why in the world would people ruin the perception others have for them? Like, why do other people ruin other people and how they see them, how they view them? Why does the entertainment outweigh the maturity? Why do people want to entertain more than being mature? I should probably get another shirt. I love this shirt. This is my sleeping shirt. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm going to eat after this, and then I'm going straight to sleep. I just watched my Rams game. They just beat their opposition, which is great. It is January for those. But seriously, why can't people balance entertainment and maturity? Why? It's just so obnoxious to me. Because I keep the code for a reason. I keep self-respect for a reason. Because consequences are different depending on the laws and the land that you are in. Right? If you're from this place and you're used to doing this and that's okay there, then that's okay there. If I'm from here and these are the laws of this land, then I do this here. And it might be okay here under certain circumstances, but it's okay here under those circumstances. Yet each circumstance has a consequence. Now, if we meet and you're slowly grooming the idea of the person, the subjective perception of that person's reality, and how they articulate, with or without an accent or a certain verbiage. How would you say it? What is that word? Impediment. That's the word. Speech impediment. See, no matter the level of IQ, I'll never disrespect a person's humanity. Ever. I won't. Right? We're all humans. We all have a certain brain function. We all have a certain mental condition. It's a mental condition. We all have a mental condition. I have a mental condition, right? I condition the mind to be more functional, to be super functional, right? Some others don't have that ability. It's a disability. Some have a mental disability. They are mentally disabled, right? Some have a lower or higher, I'll say, capability, yet they're not as mentally disabled. They are mentally capable, yet not as mentally capable, right? Now, it doesn't matter the mental condition, they still have a certain humanity, right? That would never be disrespected. Ever. Also, they have nothing to prove. But others want to see what the perception is on that reality. And judge. They judge you. It's no longer constructive criticism, it becomes judgment. Judgment. And that judgment comes from the mind, from their mental condition, and evaluates the other mental condition to exploit the proof of how they perceive, how their imagination perceives the reality of that certain humanity. We all have certain capabilities, mental capabilities. For those who don't have those certain capabilities, why in the world would I have to prove that I am more capable than those who are not as capable? Because they are mentally disabled. Yet how I say it the tonality doesn't massage or soothe that person's ego. Fuck your ego. Fuck your ego. I don't give a fuck about your ego. I'll put my ego aside. I'll pop that shit. Execute it quick. And I'll let you know, as an introvert, as someone who likes thinking about himself, not as a narcissist, yet as someone who has come from a lower state of mind, I have nothing to fucking prove. I have nothing to fucking prove to these people, to you people, to anybody, to my family, to my friends. Fucking nothing. And how you switch up your character on me, that alone proves that my point of view on life is correct. Why? Because even as a child, I wasn't close to people. So why would it change now? I'll give people a reason to act different. I don't need to act different. I'm always the same. My communication might calibrate. I'll calibrate my communication. Very good at that. But because of my benevolent nature and my benevolent discipline, I give people chances. Because of my natural state of being an introvert, I give people chances. These chances are taken advantage. They take advantage of these chances and they disrespect the moment. They disrespect. Therefore, my perception, my imagination, that reality becomes sabotaged. You're sabotaging this fine line. And now the imagination and the perception fuse. I'm not here to prove anything. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. To make you feel better. I'm not in charge of your fucking happiness. I'm in charge of my fucking happiness. And how do I stay happy? I keep a smile on my face, faith in my heart, and I mind my own fucking business. That's how I stay happy. Now, to those who critique, have no business critiquing, because all people could give you is advice. That's all they would ever give you. And my advice is to fuck the haters. Those who are not friendly, those who are not available to the friendship are haters. Not because they're not available to the friendship, yet because they're not available to the friendship and they are judging. And they are giving their point of view to lower your mental condition, that state of mind. I've hit rock bottom already. I've hit way rock bottom. I've done it already. Do I want to go there? I will definitely rupture any human being if they think it's okay for me to go back to rock bottom. Fuck no. Absolutely not. I don't care what your state of mind is. I don't care what your life condition is. I don't care who you are to the world. I don't care who you are to the idea of having to prove something to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give two flying shits, one flying shit. What I do care about is how I am and who I am with mind without mind. Because in all honesty, I really don't give a fuck. But when I'm around people, I always try and prove that I do give a fuck. Certainty. Certain entitlement. Titles. I give a fuck about the idea of who I am and how I evaluate my calibration within communication for the moment. That's what I care about. But those see that it's only for me, it's not for them. So they begin to mutate, I'll say. Right? And that's exactly what these people are. These people who inevitably are around all the time. You can't help it. It doesn't matter where you are. There's always going to be people. Like me, I love the idea of people. Without people, there wouldn't be me. Right? My mother is a person. My father is a person. They are both people. I am a person. Am I a good person? That's up to me to decide, really. I am a good person. What's a bad person? A bad person is not a good person. We all know what a bad person is. Am I a human being? I'm human. What makes me human? My being. Right? Do I have to prove that I am a human? Do I have to prove that I am a human being? No, but we do have to prove that we are good people. Or do we? Honestly, I need to stop proving to people that I am good. That's where I need nothing to prove. I need nothing to prove in my goodness. They'll never know. They'll never know. They'll never know the true nature of who I am. I'll never know the true nature of who they are. But this is how I let people know. This is how they'll be able to understand who I am as a person. I just published my 4th book, Buddha Monk. I'm on my 5th, To the Rosy World. And that right there is my narrative. People will get a solid understanding in writing, raw narrative, unedited, right? Professionally unedited. To know who I am and where I'm from and how my mind is. Is it perfect? Fuck no. I'm not perfect. I am imperfect. I have nothing to prove. And those who choose to treat the interaction disrespectfully is just going to get the Buddha monk. You're going to get the Buddha monk, right? The Buddha monk, in my standards, is based off ferocity, right? Now, it sounds hypocritical. It does. But this is a study. It's a study of the still mind. It's a study of focus. It's a study of reflection. And it is a study of outmaneuvering the idea of those who want to shake the still mind. And that's what life does through other people. Every moment there are other people. That's what they will do. Shake the still mind. And ferocity, this study of the still mind, will place a repetition to its end. And that's what it is. It's a study. Focus, reflection, and maneuvering. To outmaneuver until it ends. This is for my heart. This is for the faith in my heart. I really do uphold faith. Right? As Joshua Jesus. Yet, I am Buddha. I'm not going to sit here and prove to people that I'm good. I'm faithful already. My nature is faithful. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here in this life condition that I'm in, proving nothing. This is a proof of nothing. This is my nothing to prove. And those who have the energy about my aura will inevitably see this. Will. Because they care about proving. They care about proof. They care about it unconsciously. Super unconsciously. I do too. But this is just to check that. This is what this video is for. This is what this vlog is for. This podcast is for. Is to check that idea. I don't care about proving anything. I just keep the standard. I hold the line. That's what I do. You have the opposites, and then you have the line. I hold the line, and people step all over the line, 1 foot in front of the other. Now, they say that the eyes are the windows of the soul, right? It's a very famous little saying. Eye contact, all these interactions, these are all part of these interpersonal skills. This idea of paralanguage. This all intertwines with relationships. All of it. All of it intertwines with relationships. Now, being the person that I am, I love to disassociate myself with life. I love to be away from everyone. Why? Because they are just enablers. They're just obstacles, triggers. My aloneness is a counter trigger. It's a disabler. My aloneness. Yet, here's the thing about being alone. There's a big confusion about being alone and being lonely. Now, we always have to prove whether or not we're lonely or we're alone. No. Some people always act like that we need someone. That someone has to be there. And it's true. It's true. 100%. I'll never take that away from people. We always need someone. Someone. Just one. Right? But those who say that we need someone feel like that we need them or want them or somewhere around there. I don't give a flying fucking fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't. And it's just it's entertaining to see because I entertain it. I play stupid. I dip because I hit rock bottom. I know how to calibrate towards rock bottom emotionally. My emotional intelligence is beyond imperfect. And people don't see that. They're blind to it. Their vision. They'll have to experience it first. Their heart has to literally break. Do I want their hearts? No, I don't want anybody's heart to break, right? But I would hate to prove to people that my heart has been broken. And how I act is a big fucking band-aid. Who I am is a big fucking band-aid. A wicked fucking scar. And what people want to do is to watch me show them my scars. They want me to how I got the scar. Who gave me the scar? Why do I have the scar? Right? When? People want to know when I got my scars. And I'm not done. I'm not done. Nobody's done until life, tells you it's done, lets you know it's done. But we also have nothing to prove to life except life itself. I'm alive. I'm a human being. I'm a person. That's all that really matters. All that matters is that I'm alive. All that matters is that I'm a human being. All that matters is that I'm a person. Does it matter if I'm good or bad? Does it? Do I have to prove to people that I am good? Do we have to prove to each other that we are good? I have nothing to fucking prove. I don't give a fuck about proving shit to people. It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts to prove that I'm a person of color. It hurts to prove that my daddy's black and my mom is West Indian yellow, gold, yellow gold, and I'm brown gold. I'm gold and brown, baby. I'm still a person of color. I'm still derogatory, depending on how you talk to me. But being Jesus, motherfucker, I'm very fucking forgivable. I'll never fucking forget, but I will forgive. Being Jesus. But answer me this. What's more important? Being a person of color or being Jesus? Again, I have nothing to fucking prove. Being married to the rosary every single fucking day of my fucking life. With tears in my blood. I have to have a fucking smile on my face. I have to have faith in my heart. And I have to mind my own fucking business. But what people want to do is wonder. It becomes personal once you do not mind your business. And that's why I am a personal development creator. That's why I am built on self-help. Literally. This is for me. This right here is for me. People will never fucking get it. They'll never fucking know. They won't fucking know. All I have is my state of life, which is alive. My state of being, which is human. And my state of what is it? Civility? What's the word? Civility? Let's find this word. Civility? It's a funny word. Civility. There's Google for you. Civility. Which is a person. State of life is alive. My state of being is human. My state of civility is I'm a person. I'm still a person. Right? There's nothing else really to prove. I don't have to prove what I know. I don't have to prove that. I don't have to prove who I am. I don't have to tell every Joe shit the rag man that the shit that I go through. You're not a doctor, nor are you my wife, you know? You're not. And And that's the thing with people too. They assume their perception, their imagination and their perception are fucking each other. And it's so fucking annoying. Because they don't shut the fuck up. That's why gibberish mafia exists. Because that's all fucking people do is talk this fucking gibberish. That's all they fucking do. Look at me. I'm doing jib. That's all people fucking do. And it's annoying. Am I annoying? I try and just satisfy the fact of me bettering myself, of me getting better. Seeing how I articulate, seeing how I speak, seeing who I am as a person when I have speech. But this is just who I am as a character, as a human being, as a person, as someone who is alive. This is just who I am. Am I emotional? I calibrate who I am. I calibrate my emotions depending on what the topic is. If it's love, right? If it's war, if it's peace. These are all things to fight for. They say, oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Well, you gotta fight. Just like Keanu Reeves. Just one of my favorite movies is The Matrix. My favorite movie is The Matrix. There's also Toy Story and The Mask, but I'm a 90s baby. But if you don't fight for what you love, then what kind of love do you have? Right? And that's what I'm doing here. I'm not proving anything. I'm just fighting for my love. And that's what I think everybody's doing. But they're fighting for their own love. I'm fighting for my own love. I don't have to prove to people that I'm fighting for my own love. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to fucking prove. I don't have to prove to you that I'm alive. I don't have to prove to you that I'm human. I don't have to prove to you that I'm a person. I don't have to prove to you that I am fighting for my love. I don't. And it's an entertaining thing to let your imagination run rampant within your perception and place your words for reality. That's entertainment. When your perception and your imagination are fucking each other and your words become your reality, that is entertainment. This is entertainment. My imagination, my perception, and placed into reality, and this is entertainment. And all entertainment put aside, it needs to be taken seriously. It needs to. Because you don't know what your micro expressions, right, within those interpersonal skills are doing to a person's subliminal subconscious. Subliminally subconscious. Subliminal subconscious. If I give you the fucking finger, what is that doing to you subliminally, subconsciously? Right? So, to narrow this all down, nothing to prove. Absolutely fucking nothing. I really, really wish everyone well with life. I wish everyone well with their own conditions. I wish it. I wish them all the fucking best. It's coming from a good place saying that. It's coming from a person, and this person is saying good things. When somebody disrespects that person has to sit in that stress, that energetic stress. You just gave that person a certain energy, and now it has to be placed in alchemy. Negative, positive. You're giving me negative, I have to give you positive. but is self-defense positive or negative? Self-defense is literally the only key to survival here when dealing with negativity. Is proving nothing a negative quality? If I have nothing to prove, is it a negative quality? I will always act like I have nothing to prove. And that's where I defend myself there. And others defend themselves by calibrating their character and adjusting who they are to that relationship, which is good. Because that means you're doing the job for me. From the initial first impression to the last impression, everything in between is a sufficient presence. There's the first impression, there's the last impression, and then there is a sufficient presence. And to those who disrespect or they uphold the lack of respect, never question respect. Respect should always be implied. Why do people question respect? Right? Like, I understand if the person that you're present with, that the known actions, whether negative or positive, that will be determined. But if the person is good, keep them good. Let them know they have nothing to prove. Keep that person good. Keep me good. It took a lot to get here. I didn't join any gangs. I didn't break any laws. I didn't take any lives. I didn't join any mafias. I just created who I am. I'm creating who I am. We all are. Don't stop those people. Don't stop me. You can't. You're just creating friction. You're just creating an imperfect, a flawless, an executed solution. And this solution is a nothingness, an emptiness, an aloneness. Nothing to prove. And that's how, within my code of character, honor, and integrity, will live. I will live with nothing to prove. And I will treat others as such, always. If people are good, good people will remain good people, and I will try to my absolute best. I should, I could, I would, and I will keep people good, because I know the extremes. I understand, I overstand the extremes. Okay? This is the Rosario Business Report. And today's episode was nothing to prove. Nobody, everyone has nothing to prove. I'm pressing the button.